What is going on, y'all? Smash Mouth everybody here for another video for y'all today. So yeah, pretty much what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be doing some Monster Energy Cup racing today on NASCAR Heat 2 on the console, sitting down. We're gonna put iRacing down for a little bit. Figured this has been something that y'all have been requesting me to do, as well as the RRSWC League Champion years 2013, 14, 15, and 17. On iRacing.com, I will teach you how to win on NASCAR Heat 2. Get more wins. It's not a guaranteed thing. There's a lot of things that are going to come into play when racing on this game. It's a lot different than it would be normally, but it's all about what you make of it. So we'll go in here, we'll race with these boys. I think I know exactly who's going to be in here. Let's see. Actually, no, I don't know who's going to be in here. They're running 47s though, so they're running fast cars. Keep it fair. Let me use the restroom real quick before we start. Alright. So we'll wait for this these people to get finished racing their race, and then we will start our race. Just make sure that the party settings are set up correctly. Alright. Should be okay. They're in the post race now. I just want to see what their lap times are going to be. It's going to be a big thing. We'll be starting P8, however that may be changed. Don't know for certain yet. We'll find out soon though. I need to get rid of these notifications. I may find the notification squad here. Notifications, where you at? Should be. Come on, there you are. Notifications. Turn those off for now. Alright. You're running 50-second laps and you're in P4. That's the fastest that you could run. That's an issue, and a lot of people are leaving, which tells me these drivers are going to be in an aggressive group. Controller is charging, so we're good on that. Alright. Wait for this to go. Only 4 drivers, man. Your lobby is so trash that you only have 4 drivers. Guess we'll try it out though. Try to get some good racing in here.
Almost ready. Race is going green. Green flag. Go, 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 go.
Alright.
Flag still there.
So just some tips for this. I will be sharing my setup later on in the stream. For all y'all out there wondering what my setup is. Third gear is very slow. The reason why third gear is so slow is because it allows me to kind of sit back and chill for a little bit. These guys are probably going to drop down on me. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
Inside.
I'll push up high because this guy's being very aggressive down in the corner. I don't know where he went. These guys cannot drive whatsoever. I'm having to do a lot of moving. He's trying to block from inside. Another good way to get some fast laps is if you do the bump and drag kind of thing. If you are the secondary car in the draft, tap that bumper, lift off your throttle, and get right back into it. Because that'll push him ahead and pull you back into the draft, and it just kind of makes you go faster. Kind of have to move all over the place. I didn't hit you, I didn't touch you.
Still a car out there.
Came into your lane a little bit, but I never touched you. Problem with racing NASCAR on the console, one of the big concerns is just
outside.
Drivers do not get suspended or banned from playing this game. So if you have a slow car like this dude up here, he's going to wreck the field. I guarantee he's going to wreck the field. But on like iRacing, it's different because you have incident reports. Anytime that you're involved in a crash or an incident or something, you get a point marked against your statistics, which comes down and shows that, okay, if you hit the wall, I don't know what happened to him. He just hit the bottom of the track and just disappeared. Now I have nobody to help me get on this lead runner, which is an issue. But yeah, anytime that you're in a crash, involved in a crash or anything like that on iRacing, it immediately marks you on your statistics sheet saying this or that, which affects you from getting into leagues, as well as the other thing that affects you is it doesn't allow you to stay on the game. They will suspend your account if you have too many marks in a short period of time. So if you're just out here to wreck people, you get suspended from the game, and if that's all you ever do, then you'll eventually just be banned from playing on the service altogether. There's a lot of good leagues on iRacing though, highly recommend it. Okay, you just disappeared. That made no sense whatsoever. Okay, we're not even gonna finish this race. There's no point. So what people are lacking on here, so we'll go ahead and set our own series up here. I recommend playing on Talladega Day 2. It's a better Talladega. Voice will be enabled. AI colors off, stability help off, allow custom setups. But now moving back into what iRacing is, the leagues are better. If you can get into a league, they're really something to take part in, especially money leagues. However, the thing with a money league is first off, you want to make sure it's verified. Make sure it's a money league that has plenty of, you know, make sure that if you're getting into a money league, make sure that the people are legit. You're not just handing out money to people. However, money leagues aren't that costly to enter. At the end of the league, at the end of the series, at the end of the championship, you will get a payout. So, depending on, you know, how much money you put into it, it's going to turn out to be how much you're going to get out of it. Okay, so we're probably going to end up having to leave this server as well. Which is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Talladega all tracks, not a fan. Talladega single track, not a fan. Talladega single track. Talladega all tracks. Single track. So it looks like we'll end up in this lobby right here, which is fine. Y'all are racing 4 lappers, which I like to run. What about it? Don't know you. I don't know anybody in this, so it'll be fun. Okay. So anyway, on iRacing though, the leagues are very realistic, set up for money leagues, which I highly recommend joining a money league, like RRSWC, stands for Rubbings Racing Stock Car World Championship League, which I've been racing on since 2012. So 2012, I had a bad season. 2012. 2013 turned out good. 2014 got to back-to-back. And then 2015 I won 3 years in a row. And then 2017 was a little bit of a hit or miss kind of thing. So now we're in 2018, which isn't bad being in 2018. We're doing pretty good for points. I think, what are we? I think we're third in points right now. I think we're 1 point below second place, and we're like 8 points below first. So it's not that terrible. We're working our way up there. We're trying to move in. Alright, 48's all across the board. Not too bad, not too bad. I think today, what is today? Today's I think they race at Talladega today. Which we'll race at Talladega today as well for iRacing. So we're on Talladega. Which is not terrible. We're only 10 weeks in though, so we have 26 more races to go, 27 races to go, being on week 10. So being third in points in week 10 isn't too bad. Alright, we'll talk about this real quick. We'll talk about iRacing on the back side of things, but we'll talk about this game while we're going into it. This game, okay, you are being really aggressive and you are not very good at this game. So when you get somebody like that, you just run behind them a little bit, try to stay kind of away from them. This guy's going to try to drop the split, but he knows, he should know at least, that it's not going to work out for him.
Hold your line.
That's my fault.
Clear, clear. Inside is on your bumper.
I'm going to go up.
All clear, driver. All clear, driver.
I pulled away from that. You get the moments like that where you have guys that are very aggressive. So I'm going to stick it out behind them until I can get up around them. Hopefully I can get up around them. We'll see what happens with that. It's probably going to try to come down and push me.
Hold the bottom.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Clear up top.
Okay. He actually didn't. So it's not, I don't think it's a factor that he's trying to wreck people. I think it's just a factor, either they pissed him off in the previous race, or he's just not very good at holding the line. He has fast setup, which he got it somehow. I don't know how he got the setup, which his setup's really not all that fast either.
Outside, real tight. Almost there, 2 left.
Yep, nope, he's trying to wreck people intentionally.
Outside, still there.
I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of him. Yeah, that's kind of cheap stuff like that. I'm gonna back it off the track. I don't want to be on the track running nobody's race coming around. Once you get wrecked, That's another thing that y'all need to recognize in this game. If you are not, race passive aggressive. I cannot say that enough. Be passive aggressive when you play this game. Passive aggressive means you're not being aggressive, but if somebody tries to step on your toes, you need to make moves. Don't, if it's not the last lap, and it's not the last lap, and especially if you're on the last lap, if you're trying to clear second place, on an exhibition race like this, it's not that big of a deal. An online race like this, it doesn't count towards anything other than your statistics on the leaderboard that really don't even matter. Then don't worry about it. Because statistics on this game, the only thing that statistics show for a NASCAR game, racing online, especially on this one, the only thing that it tells me, you got a bunch of wins, that just tells me you got a bunch of races that you've been in. Now, if you have low wins, if you have a low win to race ratio or a high win to a high race ratio, meaning you're winning, it's kind of like a KD on Call of Duty almost. So if you have a positive KD on this, then that's great. It's not possible to get above a 1. So say you're racing wins to loss ratio, your win to loss ratio, it can't be above 1.0. That's a perfect record, meaning if you raced 5 races, you've had to won 5 races. And once you lose just 1 race, that's it. It's impossible to win every single race on this game, and the reason why it's impossible to win every single race on this game is because you got people that are not going to let it happen. You have people that are just poor sports and poor drivers. So I don't know who that was, to be exact. I want to say, actually I don't want to say anything really. It had to be those 1 through 5s. It doesn't really matter anyway, but in fact, we'll get back to that in a second. We'll go back to this iRacing stuff while we have time. Anyway, so like my league for iRacing, we have 30 drivers. So 2012 season wasn't that great for me. I finished, I think I finished 10th out of the 30 cars. I finished 10th, and that was my first season race, and it was stock car racing. We had a poor team, poor work ethic team that just didn't matter. The teams are evenly distributed. We have 10 racing teams on there, 10 racing teams with 3 drivers on each team. And then we have 10 team owners. 10 team owners, pretty much how this, it's kind of like an RP sim almost. You got team owners, so you can opt out to buy a team. So if you want to buy a team, that's fine. You can buy a team on there, but it's going to cost you $100 to buy a team every season. Every season is $100 to buy a team. You can win that payout. It's a gamble. It's a huge gamble. For that $100 a year, every 36 weeks, it's $100. So that's almost a whole year. 36, you know, you got 52 weeks minus 36 weeks. That's 16 weeks in between. You got 16 weeks to earn another $100 if you didn't win or get that top 3. So you got 10 team racers right there for $100 a piece. That's $1,000. That's $1,000 going towards it, towards that race already. So we'll run this again. Try to drive this line out here. To win at Talladega, it's very simple. Have a fast car, have some people that are going to be willing to work with you and hold your line. Doesn't get easier than that. And don't be aggressive in the early running. I know I'm faster in these cars right now, but I know once I leave that draft pole, it ain't gonna make half a difference. It ain't gonna mean nothing different once I leave this draft. I got the car behind me swerving, I got the car in front of me swerving. That's an issue. The car behind me was smart enough to back up off me. He's not swerving because of him. He's swerving because of me, because I'm moving like side to side, straying back and forth. What you need to do is not worry about that car in front of you. If they're going all over the place, just hold the line straight, because we're going to come back into the draft. You're going to hit the draft. It's not going to be as clean air. It's not going to be as clean of an air draft as you're going to want it to be. But you're going to get that draft off that car and the car in front with him every single time he moves up and down. Now, if it's a 1-2 slot like it is for him in the P1, being P2 is going to suck. I need you to stop lifting off that throttle. I need you to go high and just take that run. I'm okay with him making that run. He's scared that I'm going to get upset at him for trying to take second place. So I'm going to move up the track in hopes that he's going to do that, but he's not going to do it. So that makes it better for me, because now I'm going to follow in behind him. I'm going to let him get up there and get a taste of what's going on with that. Now he's going to go up high and expect me to go up there with him. I'm not going up there with him. So he didn't make that move for me. I'm not in a position to win this race right now, and he didn't make that move for me. Now if he went up there right now, I'd push him to the end. He didn't move. So he stuck it out right there. He's going to go up high, not because he wanted that draft. He went up high because he knew that he could move away from that car and avoid the wreck. So I'm going to stick it out with him. If he would pick a lane, if he would decide what he's going to do, he doesn't want to decide what he's going to do. What he doesn't understand is we can win this race alone. Without nobody else, me and him can win this race. But we're not going to win it on the high side. That ain't going to happen.
Inside, he's on your bumper.
He could very well win this race. Okay, you're going to drop down and you're going to leave me. That's a bad move. And I hit the wall because you brought me right up in there with me. He just ruined his whole race. He just ruined his first place position. I'm going to try to get up here and take that draft away from that guy and try to get this guy a win. Which he didn't. No, he didn't, actually. I don't know who took that win, to be honest with you. I don't know who, I forget exactly who took that. Should have been that 8 car. So that's just bad. I mean, like I said, you ain't gonna win every race on here. And that's the issue with a lot of these guys, is they think that they get their hell on wheels. A lot of these guys think they're hell on wheels, and the problem with thinking that you're hell on wheels is that you ain't. Because once I start winning races, watch this, once I start winning races and I get positions, I am going to start winning every race back to back to back. Once I get that grip and that feel for this track, again with this controller and the sim wheel, oh, I'm be unstoppable. It ain't gonna be able to touch me. It happens every single time. Oh, that was gross. That's gonna screw me up now. I got dip spit on my hand. It's gonna stop me. It's gonna slow me down. So I'm gonna start 4th place, running 47s. If you ain't running 47s, 46.9s and 47s, anywhere from a 46.9 to a 47, any 47. Really, you don't want to be running no slower than a 47.7, 47.7s, 47.8s. That's about where you want to be running. That's where you know that any pretty much, you know, 46, 47s. I don't care what 47, what 46 you're running. As long as you're running those two numbers, you're fast. You're running quick. Now, if you run low 47s, high 46s, you're really fast. A low 47 is a 47. That is a 47.3 47 fours and below. But back to the iRacing League, I mean, $100 to buy the team. Buying the team just means that you control what you want to happen. Then you got 30 drivers, 3 drivers per team, 10 teams, $1,000 right there. Every driver has to pay a driver's fee. Every driver's fee is $50 a driver, so you got 30 drivers, 30 times, that's another $1,500. That's $2,500 right there for the driver's fees. $2,500 total. That could be won.
Ready. Steady. Okay.
We'll talk about that again here in a second. We're this. So he's going to be running that fastest lap, which I'm going to go up here, which is not going to turn out good for me at all.
Steady.
We'll go ahead and shift the third drop back because I know I'm going to get stuck with this slow car that was all over the place last race. Now we're going to add 2 more cars to the mix here. This car does not know what he's doing. He has no clue what he is doing. He does not know how to drive. So you got to be careful. Once he hits 200 miles per hour, he loses his mind. He doesn't know what to do anymore. Another good thing to get used to when playing this game, don't look at your speedometer. I don't, it doesn't matter how fast you're running. Pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, here we go. I might still be in it, I don't know. If you would hold still.
Stay high, stay high. Easy, easy.
Hold still, let me push you. We ain't gonna catch him by ourselves. It's gonna have to be me and you.
Easy, easy.
Once he hits 200, he starts to swerve around. He causes wrecks, and he's an issue. He needs to go. Because he's moving around so much, he's keeping me under 200 miles per hour around the corners. If I ain't running 200 around the corners, I ain't running fast. I didn't look at my speedometer, I just know that I ain't running no 200. I'm probably running about 190 around the turns. 190 something. So I'm gonna bump him in the corner. See, I got a lift. I shouldn't have to lift around that corner. I should be able to bump him on Talladega, no problem, around those corners, and not have fit. There's not enough laps for us to catch them boys, but hell, we're gonna try. We're gonna look at the times here.
Still a car out there.
You need to get out the way, okay? You're starting to become an issue. I'm not racing for position. I'm not gonna race you for third place. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not racing for third place. I'm just trying to get up there, get fast laps, so I can start in a better position next time. Preferably third. First and third are my 2 favorite places to start on this track. Second's nice as well. Top 3 are my favorites really, but 1 and 3 are my. I'd rather run 1 and 3. So that turn's gonna slow me down just enough to cut back in here. I know how much space I got. He's going to come right back down in front of me.
Hold your line. Stay on the top.
Don't be scared to hit that yellow at the bottom, by the way, coming around that tri-oval in the front. You ain't going to spin out on it. It's going to slow you down a little bit. So you won't spin on it. You don't lose any control off that little cut. We finished 3 seconds slower than the leaders, which it's his fault right there. A Mood 12, man, he ain't a driver. He ain't a driver. He's in a Ford too, and Ford is slow. Ford racing, man, that's slow cars. Can't win. But anyway, you come back, you pay half the money to be a driver, and you paid twice as much to be an owner. So you come back with $2,500. Well, you think about it. $2,500. That ain't bad money. So, but then you got to subtract $500 because every year the guy that owns the league, he's going to keep 500 of that to run it. So the owner, the commissioner of the league, he doesn't run, he doesn't own teams. So he takes $500 to himself alone. So that leaves $2,000 for 3 race teams. So what that comes down to be is you got 3 race teams. So then it comes down to, 30%, 20%, 10%. Which not even that, honestly. It's like, it's at 60 off of it. So what is it? I forget. But it doesn't matter. It don't matter anyway. Commissioner takes $500 to himself just to run the league. First place gets $1,000 for the race team. If they win, so $1,000 for the race team if they win, which is not bad. So winning it's not bad. So you got 4 players off that, $1,000. That's $250 a player. Off of that, and then you got two more drivers with $1,000 left back over. So another $1,000. Then the other second place takes $600, which is kind of bad though. But they leave with about $150, $150 for the drivers, and then another $150 for the owner, which pays for his team again the next year. And whatever's left goes to third place. Third place race team. Alright, I don't know what you're doing, but you can't drive. I need to get out of this mess before I get wrecked.
Outside. Clear quick.
I got another one of these swervies. Can't drive in a straight line. I don't understand. What's so difficult about it? There's no point in me trying to close that gap. That's unrealistic and it's not worth it to me. Especially when you're going to have a car that's going to be wrecking here soon. You got 2 swervies. One in P5, one in P3. It ain't going to work, and I guarantee you P4 is going to pay for it all. So he's right smack down in the middle of it. Unless he can pull away from P5 and let me jump into P5. And you can't drive, so you can get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and fix that issue right now. Good part about these endurance races are that it doesn't matter, you're only going 4 laps. So when you got people like that wreck, see, the iRacing don't play that. See, right at that point in time, I'm going to save that replay. Because I don't want any incidents being reported to my stat sheet. I think I don't get more than, I race thousands of races every year. I probably don't get more than 10 or 15 incidents every year, and 50% of those incidents are I didn't cause them. Nobody really caused them. I mean, they caused them, but they didn't do it on purpose. Just poor handling, poor driving ability. Then the other ones are me just making bad decisions on the track and racing a little bit more aggressive because somebody stepped on my toes. That guy coming up on the track, that's unacceptable.
One to go. United.
I can run 49-second laps by myself alone. So if you're racing 50-second laps, that's an issue. If you get a 50-second lap time, you're slow. You're slow as dirt. What a 50-second lap time says about you, your lap time says a lot about you. I'll take a P3.
Incredible. Top 5.
Top 5, more like top 3, P3. That ain't bad at all. Whoever started all that wrecking BS, though, they need to check the controller battery. We got good controller battery. But yeah, you come back down to, iRacing. And of course, there's other series in the league that you can race on. But for the Monster Cup series, it's pretty much just what it is. It's exactly what they say it is. Which comes down to play as Monster Energy Cup, then you get your Xfinity, and then you got your truck racing, which everything's the same. $100 for the cup, $100 for the Xfinity nationwide, whatever you want to call it. $100 for that. So ultimately, out of the three series that you can race for, if your team, all three of your teams, pull it off. Now, if you got here's what you should do. So a lot of times you got these big money teams that are very proficient with their setups and everything, and they practice non-stop. Like, I'll tell you what, we probably every track we probably have about 10 practice sessions on it before the official practice session. So 10 practices before the official, so 11 practices total. We're running laps after laps. I mean, we probably, if we ran a full length race, which we don't, we only run 50%ers, 50% races. So 100, like Talladega, if we ran, if we ended up running 50% of Talladega, it would turn out to, I forget exactly what. I think we're racing like 90 laps on Talladega or something. 90 plus 90's one. Yeah. So add 4 and 4 more would be 94. 94 plus that's 188. So that's what it comes down to. Run 50%. We'll run 94 laps on it. 94 live laps, which takes cautions, black flags, everything is there. You're gonna have to pit and all that. When the races really comes down to pit stops on iRacing, comes down to how fast your car, which that doesn't really matter because everybody around you's gonna have a fast car too. If you're in a money league and you don't have a yeah, we got some more wrecking back there, which means they're gonna be sitting on the track waiting. I'm gonna go ahead and dip down in here while I can.
Inside still there.
I got a faster car. I'm running 3 people over right now.
Go high, go high. Hold steady wheel.
I got the fastest car on the track right now, without a doubt.
Hold your line.
Of course, I'm gonna get beaten in the draft now, but by myself, for me to be sitting right there off that slingshot, sitting there while they're steady drafting 3 cars deep, without a doubt we have the fastest car on this track. Which is now going to tell me that we can make moves here.
Come
You're
on.
an idiot.
Easy, easy.
You are being way too aggressive. You obviously seen me. There's no way that I can believe that you did not see me. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Get away from me.
Clear quick.
Come on. Now I'm gonna have to try to run him down. I'll take P1. I don't care. I got a fast car on the track. Without a doubt, I'm taking P1.
2 laps to go.
I'll take a free race. I'll take free endurance races all day long, especially when we're halfway there. No, I ain't stopping for nothing. I don't know what that first place guy idea was off of that. It was either good sportsmanship or he was just trying to get a rolling start restart going or something, or a role played yellow flag or something, but that just ain't gonna happen. What are you doing?
Just 1 more lap to go.
Somehow Piedmont's only 2 seconds behind me. Nobody's a lap down. Just doesn't make much sense. 2 and 3 are hooked up together. They're gonna try and run me down. And then this guy's probably sitting up here on the track somewhere, a lap down. He's waiting for me. Come back around again. Maybe not.
Run the win. See you, Victory Lane.
It's Piedmont's fault. Piedmont 425, man. That's another driver that we won't be racing with no more. No, sir, we will not be racing with him no more. No more. Of course, I'm gonna stay in the lobby, but other than that, if I see his name, I remember names very easily on this game. You'll see the same people every night all together. It's the weekend though, so all the weekend warfare drivers are online. That don't race during the week, don't have much experience. A lot of them are just looking for fun, and some want to go fast and be competitive a little bit. Then you got drivers like me that want to be competitive all the time, all week. But y'all just gotta remember, I try to make my money off of these races, but I'd like to start a league on here on PS4. That'd be cool. But it all comes down to the simplicity of things. If I get just an 8-driver league, that'd be cool. That's 4 race teams, 2 drivers per team. 8 race teams, 2 drivers per league. Or 8 drivers, 4 teams. 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 teams. Yeah. That'd be nice. So we finished 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 1st. I had a fast car on the track. No shit. Would have never guessed that. Quite honestly, the people that should be getting kicked out this lobby should be Piedmont, Doug King. Those are just 2 that I know of right now. F Buck needs to go. T-Bag needs to go. He already went. Nope, he's back. Nope, he's going again. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to avoid getting kicked. We're starting off P1, which I'm happy with that. We'll get a swig of this Bud. Take a sip of that. Bud Light. Official sponsor. Oh, I just choked the whole thing. Either or, right? Oh, here's the top orders. These aluminum bottles, man, they make your life so much easier. I drive better in this game drunk than most people drive in this game sober. That's the problem.
It's set. Race is going green. Green flag. Outside, hold your line.
But we'll run her again. Got the 48 coming down in the bottom lane for no reason. Running me down the yellow line.
All clear, all clear.
So I'm gonna hold this yellow line. Look how straight that I hold this line. Number one thing about being P1, don't worry about who's behind you. It's not a big deal. They're going to go up and down the track, up and down the track till they can get their feet set up. Worry about what's in front of you. It's like driving in real life. Well, it's the first thing that you learn in driving class. Look as far in front of you as you possibly can. I still ain't even hit fourth gear yet. But now a racing league on PS4 would be pretty cool. No money involved, nothing like that, just
Inside, still there. Inside, good drive off here.
I don't know who's driving that car, but it's ridiculous. I told y'all though, once I got one win, I'd be winning some more.
2 laps to go.
If I don't hit that bottom line now, I'm all shook up about the whole thing. So it's not the leader doing it. I thought maybe it might have been the leader doing it. You would think that the leader would get rid of the cars that are being a pain. I mean, it don't take much just to pull over. I mean, you lost a race. It don't take much just to pull over and see who's ruining your races.
Just 1 more lap to go.
So I should be clear for 40. I think that's exactly what he's doing. He's pulling up behind them. Check and see who he is. Which would be the smart thing to do. After you pull up behind them, go ahead and eliminate them. Eliminate the issue. Eliminate the problem. And it's really not that difficult to do. Those guys are just now leaving turn 3, so I'm good.
That's the end. See you, victory lane.
Hey, seriously, that 48 needs to go too. That 48 needs to go. Piedmont, 48. Teabag Buttle, man, he needs to get out of here. That's a big issue right there. Teabag Buttle. Big problem. Open up beer. Anyway, second fastest car on the track. F-bucking. Not F-buck would have been an issue. Obviously, who wants to race? Start P2. I don't want to start P2. I'd rather start P3, but if I start P2, I might be able to get that jump into the corner. We get that bump jump in the corner, I think we'd be good. If y'all don't know what a bump jump is, pretty much. There's 3 ways to get a bump jump on this game. First way is to have a friend with a setup that's quick. Nope, he has a better start off of me. Second way is to have somebody who just wants to slam into you. I need to get back into my lane. I'm trying to get a little bit of a side draft up there. I need to stay in my lane though. We got some of these slower drivers up here now. We got the 48 behind me, which is not a good idea. Not something that I was looking forward to. We got some wrecks going on, which I don't know why I'm getting so excited about this race when I know it's just going to end the same way as it always does. I hit the bottom of that apron, which is not the way that I wanted to go at all.
Clear, clear.
All I need you to do is stand still. He has his mirror turned on, which really I don't recommend using your mirror at all in first place. That just gives you a reason I want to look behind you all the time. Sorry, P3, but you shouldn't be following me. That's how when I do a move like that, I try to check and see if the driver behind me is going to follow me or not, which he normally does.
Inside, he's on your bumper.
You want to win the race. See, you're greedy. You're P3. You don't need to win the race. So now, I'm not going to let you win the race because you didn't make the move with me. Since you didn't make that move, you can't drive. You're all the way down here in this lane. You should not be in this lane at all.
Outside, still there.
And so what you do now is you just screw somebody else's race up. That's cool. You better hope I don't catch you. Not that serious. So I guess we could start talking about, you know, we talked a lot about iRacing leagues and stuff, which I would honestly, I do want to get a PS4 league going. No money involved or nothing like that, like I do on iRacing.
Just one more lap to go.
Well, I might even catch them. Who knows? I doubt I'll catch them. I assume it'd take me two or three laps to get back up there, but yeah, especially when I left the draft. Now they're running about 210 right now, off each other. It's so weird racing with the control. I'm so used to using the sim rig. The 13 is so greedy, it's ridiculous.
Incredible. Top 5.
The fact that he just tried to make that move. I'm gonna be talking to the owner about that of this server, because matter of fact, Mike Dallas 68. Front stretch 4-4. Which, that's ridiculous. P1's where I want to be. F-Buck left, he came back though. Ow. Trying to catch up on my beer.
Ready. Steady. Check your belts. We're going green. Out flag. Still there. Green flag. Go, 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 go.
17's lagging.
Hold steady wheel. Clear high.
Try to get this 22 up here. Maybe 22 will work with us. I haven't seen him race yet, so we'll find out. Go ahead and turn the rear view off. Whoa, motherfucker. You're gonna race me greedy too? 1 of 4? 17 is all over the place. Mike Dallas is in that car right there. It's good to know. Go ahead and pump it to 4th gear. Let's stay high, give him plenty of room. I have no help, which is great. 17, you know I'm here. 22 went up, and then back down. I'm not going to give him any bump.
Keep high. Hold steady wheel. Almost there, 2 left. Hold steady wheel.
He's trying to force me to bump him. I'm not going to be forced to bump somebody. 17, I'll stay with you right here in the middle, buddy.
Stay on the top. Easy, easy.
Why are you blocking me so hard?
On your bumper.
I'll move up though. You're not gonna win this race. I don't care who wins it, but you ain't winning it. It don't matter. All I did was try to make a move, and all he did was slow us both down. Which at the end of the day, that don't matter.
Still a car out there.
See, what you failed to recognize is that I have a faster car than both of you. If the 17 can stay with me, I'll win this race.
Still a car out there.
God damn it, leader. Oh, 22, get it.
Off, top 5.
That 22's racing real aggressive. Crack another one. 22's racing real aggressive though, and I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I'm just gonna check my messages. Good on that. We'll resume it. Always make it snake ahead and circle. Circle always means back, not resume. In this game, it means resume. That 17 rate's pretty alright. That leader though, he screwed that whole run up. Mike Dallas, man, he just, he came down on me, and when he came down on me, that just didn't help the situation at all. As you can see though, first place, third place, second place, we don't finish under third. Hell boy, I am Chase Elliott. Oh, there's my buddy, old Chase Elliott. We're gonna go ahead and get him in the party here. Get old Chase Elliott in the party here. Try to get him in here. He probably joined. He may or may not join. I don't know. I hope he joins. I like old Chase Elliott, number 9. He's a good dude. He's a fast racer too. If I can get him in this party, man, we'll dominate the racetrack back to back. I'll take one, he'll take one, I'll take one, he'll take one, and that's all we'll do. If I can get him to run with me, I don't even know if he remembers me. I ain't been on in so long. I've been doing all that iRacing stuff. About to start the MLB Dynasty.
Check your belts. We're going to the green. Race is going green. Green flag. Inside. Good drive off here.
Got some lag off the start, which is not good. We'll run second gear as far as we can run it.
Keep high.
Once I hear that car start to sputter, I know it's time to go shift up one.
Clear low. Get down there.
We're gonna stay in this middle lane. This middle lane's gonna be ours.
Steady.
It's gonna get sketchy right here though.
Inside. Good drive off here.
Assuming Chase Elliott's that red car.
Inside. Still there.
He is. Come on, Chase, buddy. I know you can drive, bro. He's trying to avoid this one. So I'm gonna drop down in here with him.
Steady.
I'm gonna drop down in here. I'm gonna follow Chase Elliott through the pack.
Clear.
I'm glad I dropped down because that was a mess. Chase has a real fast car. He knows I'm gonna run with him. Without a doubt, I'd love to see Chase Elliott get some wins on here. Me or him winning this race, I'd love to see it. He gets in some tight situations all the time though, just as I do. I'll give him space to back on and off. Whatever he wants to do is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run with him wherever he wants to go. He's gonna drop down on this pass. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna come back. He'll bump that 17 out the way. Lift. That leader thinks he's gonna get a win, but he ain't. It ain't gonna happen. So we're gonna beat him off this corner.
Hold steady wheel. Clear low. Inside, he's on your bumper.
I'll get you there, Chase, don't worry.
Top 5, head down.
Should have been Chase Elliott win just like that. He knows I'll get him a win every time. I'm gonna send him a message. Any day of the week, he's my friend. glad you're here. That's what we told him. That's what we told him. He knows I get him a win. So really the only competition we got in this lobby is Chase, me, Mike Dallas, and Doug King. That's about as far as it's gonna go. Doug King, he ran fourth, I ran third. That's where I want to be, right behind Chase there. Me and Chase gonna take this off just like that. Watch this. Say,
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Chase? We just talking about
Not
you.
much. Uh-oh.
I'm doing a stream here. I'm telling all the people. That's my friend.
Heck yeah.
I told him, man, we gonna run this. I said, he P1, I'm P3. We gonna run this shit.
Hell yeah. Long time no see, my man. It's been a good little while, ain't it?
It's been a minute, man. I've been doing that. I do that iRacing on the computer.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
So I do money leagues and stuff on there. So I've been paying a lot of attention to that on the stock car, trying to win me some money. We're on week 10. We race Talladega today, or later on today. But I'm like
Sounds
fourth.
like it could be a little bit of fun.
Yeah, we got way we got set up. We got 30 drivers. You got to pay $50 a driver to get in, and then you can buy a race team for $100. There's 3 drivers per team, so 10 race teams.
Yeah.
So everything comes out. Everything comes out. I'm P4 right now on the standing, so I'm trying to get my team a win.
Hell yeah. You're pretty awesome.
I had a little. I was P1, but I dropped 3 spots after Richmond.
Uh-oh.
Richmond wasn't too good, eh?
No,
We had a lot of.
That old track can beat you up, buddy.
Well, it wasn't a track. It was towards the end. I had led probably out of the, we race 50 percenters, so it's a 400 lap track, so we raced 200 laps. Well, I ran.
Yeah.
I led about I think I led about 180 laps out of the 200. But
Damn.
but it came out to be the pit lack of communication at the end with the team, and pits really fucked me up.
Oh, heck.
I got stuck in pit lane.
Oh no. Yeah, that's screwed up.
Teammate behind me, he was in the pit stall behind me, and he came and fucking came in too hot and fucking rammed right into my ass end and fucked my fucking rear end up in the fucking pit stall. So it was a mess.
That's pretty much end anybody's day.
Well, I like that iRacing though, because it's like, oh, you know, it's real. I mean, you gotta drive on the caution, you gotta drive in the pit lane yourself and everything. So I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, I bet it is. I ain't never got a chance to try that shit. I ain't had a computer fast enough, but if I ever get one, I'd like to try it, see what it's like.
You get if you get the one I get, it's not too expensive. I know a lot of them computers out there, they like, you know, $2,000. But I got mine from Best Buy. It's called the Cyber Power. But that one, man, you get your racing wheel with that that's compatible with it.
Uh-huh.
Man, that thing, the feedback on it's crazy too. But you get on there, man, it's fucking awesome. But that computer I got, it only cost me about $575, brand new.
Shit, that ain't bad. What's the memory on it?
I think it's 8 or 16.
Damn. Buddy of mine had one of them, what they call the Alienware computers.
Yeah, those are
that
good.
Was the most badass looking computer I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Well, the thing about the aliens,
like a lime
I mean,
color green with this alien face on the front of it. It's pretty cool looking.
yeah, they're badass. Don't get me wrong, but the problem is, I mean, they're flashy. But the thing about it is that Alienware, the Cyber Power is a little bit slower than that, but you pay half the price.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Alienware computer, what, about $18 to $2,000 computer?
Yeah.
Pretty pricey.
Even for the laptops, man.
Oh shit.
You think, man, it's crazy. But man, with the computer, man, I just run it on HDMI cord on the TV. I ain't have to.
I was
use
gonna
too much
say,
space.
don't most of your computers you can hook them up to the TV nowadays?
Yeah, They got HDMI ports on the PC itself. It's like your
Figure out
PlayStation.
which
Just
car
plug
is
it in.
yours. Which one's yours? Up top or on the bottom
I'm the
side?
gray.
Okay.
I'm the one
I was
behind
gonna
you
say,
right now.
both of
These
you look kind of
motherfuckers.
similar. Both of y'all's car look kind of similar. I was trying to figure out which one was you.
What the fuck? My beer's foaming out the top. Did I spit in my beer? I know for a fact I didn't spit in my beer.
Oh shit! Oh, that'd be bad.
You know we gotta be drinking them beers.
Ooh-wee.
I told everybody on here, man. I told them, I said I drive better drunk than half these motherfuckers drive sober in this fucking game.
Ain't that the God's honest? For the
I
most
was
part, yeah, that's true.
Fucking now you here, you can fucking cope on that fucking. You know how I drive. I ain't all over the fucking
Oh, yeah.
place. I can pass the fucking DUI. Just don't make me blow in the stick.
Oh hell no. My buddy used to tickle me. I get about halfway through a case or a little more than a case, and he'd be like, "Man," he says, "you the only motherfucker I know that can still walk a straight line after drinking a case." I said, "Yeah, but if I had to blow, I'd be fucked."
That's what I tell them all the time, man. You make me blow in that fucking machine, it's over. Put me
Oh
in
yeah,
cuffs.
yeah, it's all over but the crying. I can walk a straight line and still drive, but if you make me blow in that fucking machine, I'm screwed.
Man, it's fucking nuts.
I had an uncle like that, man. That son of a bitch could drink a case and a half, 2 cases in a day, and still drive just as good sober as he was, drunk when he was sober.
They say, what is it, .08's drunk. .08's over, anything over .08 is the limit. Man, I'm telling you, I'm talking about people, man. I'm
They
like,
still
man,
give you a ticket if
.08.
it's a little bit lower.
Yeah,
If it's lower than
they
a
say,
.08, they'll still give you a fucking big ass ticket for it.
they say, they say most states at .04 they'll give you a ticket, but they won't arrest you.
Yeah.
I say, well, shit, if I'm gonna get a ticket, I might as well just be fucking drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you gonna leave. How you gonna leave the fucking bar at a .04? That means you're a bitch. You pussied out.
Well, there you go. That's it.
Fucking War Pig, man. That motherfucker. He has a decently car, but he's fucking retard. Up he left.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I'm the
There's a
host
couple
now.
guys.
Fuck yeah, we the host. We're about to clean this fucking lobby right the fuck up. That fucking host, man, he done fucked me. He fucked me last race and the race before that when you won. Well, you won both, but that motherfucker, man, I was running with you. Next thing you know, he comes down. He's aggressive as shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get you. You keep it. He knows I'm the host. You see him? He keep on backing in and out. He knows I'm the fucking host. He fucking knows exactly who the fuck the host is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like driving this game. I've been playing a lot of the MLB too here lately. I picked that
Game
up.
pretty fine. Played no MLB games in I don't know how long. Been
MLB
ages.
Show 18, man, that's a good game. I ain't played them. I ain't bought 17, 16, or 15, but I did have 15. 15 was the last one I had, but I decided to get 18, and it's cool. I like the Road to the Show. You create a player and like play as them.
Yeah.
You gotta answer fucking questions and shit all the time and shit. You like talk to people. I like that part of it. I like being able to feel like I'm actually kind of playing the role as the actual guy, you know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking hitting balls.
Yeah.
Still a car out there.
That's
I made
pretty
a
fucking cool.
They really updated that motherfucker though now, because fucking now you can't have a third baseman. You know, first base and third baseman, man, they're good. They're good for 3 slots and 4 slot hitters, but they're slow as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So, see, before it used to be you can make them fast as hell, but now they put a fucking now they made it so you can't make them have fucking 99 speed and shit,
Oh shit. The hell.
which is more fucking realistic, because I mean, it comes down to the position that you
Yeah,
play
that's
on the
right.
field and where you bat in the batting order tells you what kind of fucking player you are. If you ain't batting
yeah.
3 or 4, you ain't worth a fuck on offense.
No.
But
Yeah,
which-
I got guy up front slowed down, hit your bumper. The guy behind me hit my bumper and like went through the grass. Man, he better be glad he was right there at the edge, because he like to went through the grass.
Go ahead, get up behind him. and we're gonna catch
I
him.
got it. I'm not down here. Just got the drop down in the third and let it wind on out here towards the end of the backstretch, and I'll be under you before we get
We ain't
into
got
the turn.
nobody behind us to worry about, so you get up in there with him. Then we're gonna make the
Alright.
move.
Oh yeah.
I don't care about P2. I'll fucking live with it.
I'm getting a good enough run. Usually used to I couldn't do it. If I can get a good enough run by myself up front, coming going down in the four, if I can get around that guy, I'll pull down in front of him. I just can't pass going into the turn like this. I pull up the track and it won't do shit. Going down in the four, I got that speed up to about 205, 208. I can get around his ass on the outside.
Man, everybody's fucking setups are so much alike on this game. They didn't really
They are
make it.
nowadays, yeah. Everybody else is advanced so much that they're almost everyone's running alike.
Well, it's because people, you gotta remember back when like NASCAR 09 and shit, you could never find those setups or nothing on YouTube that were worth the plug. Now, everybody's running that same fucking YouTube setup that it's just fucking insane. You keep dealing with it.
I'm gonna say, I think I'm the only person on the game that does not run a YouTube setup for Talladega and Daytona. Now, the rest of them I got YouTube setups for.
I make
Talladega and
my own.
Daytona, I make my own setups for those.
I take my time, man. You just sit there and fuck with them and play with them, man. You figure them out. Then you just take what you learned from previous games and run them like that.
Hell, I told these boys, I said, if they ever ready to start registering these things in clicks, I said, y'all gonna be done for us. I said, goddammit, I said, I can't register in degrees. I said, I don't understand that shit. I said, but if they ever go back to clicks like they had it on the old NASCAR games from 04 to 08, I said, y'all's asses is grass.
There's no way he's beating us
Sure
in
as
this
hell.
corner right now.
Oh, no.
Motherfucker.
Oh, not unless he does that. He won't be doing it long.
Oh, get off. Don't fucking draft his ass. Damn it. Ah, you bitch. Did you get it?
Yeah, I did.
Fuck it. I'm gonna finish this
I had
bitch
to run his
backwards.
ass up the track. I had to run his ass up the track, but I got it.
That's what the
He was
motherfucker
coming
gets,
down,
man.
coming down. I thought, well, fuck it. You know what? I can go down here on the grass. It's about as hard as I can get it on the yellow line. That's grass. Fuck it. Bam.
Did you push him up in the mayor? Or did he fucking try to make space and just push me?
I pushed him up into you.
Okay.
I got tired of it. I got down on the yellow trying to run down there, you know, without him pushing me down.
Nah,
And then the further I got under the yellow, the further he come down on me. So I finally said, fuck it, went down towards the yellow line at the grass and come back up the fucking track.
There ain't
I
no
didn't figure I
way.
was gonna win it. I figured you was gonna get it.
Hell no. Once he came up into me, that was fucking, well, she wrote.
Oh shit.
I didn't care who
Yeah,
fucking won it as long as it wasn't him. I don't care who wins the fucking race as long as there ain't none of these
Yeah, he
motherfuckers
be an
on there.
asshole. We get ready to pass him on the outside and he gonna come up the track and push you into the wall. I thought, well, you know what? I dropped this son of a bitch back down to third, get running on him on the bottom side, I'm gonna kick his ass at the finish line.
You had that good spin off though. That was luck.
Hell,
It
man,
bounced
as soon
you
as
right
we got
back.
to the tri-oval turn and I realized I still had enough RPMs in third gear that I could drop it down and it not take no speed off it and pick the speed up, I hit third gear. Wide damn open and jumped from about 201 to 205 in the center of the tri-oval.
If it was me off that fucking spin off, I would have never touched the fucking checkered flag before nobody else. I would have spun all the way down to the fucking inside wall down there before I fucking
shit,
went into the over the line. That's exactly how the fuck that would have worked for me. That's how it always fucking works out.
Yeah, hell, I can ride the apron in the turns, man. If I slow down to about 180 something, like somebody pinches me down on the bottom side of the track, slow down to 180 something, drop it down third gear, I can ride the apron all the way around, keep them wrecking everybody.
Man, that's the first time I didn't get fucking within P3. I got fucking 5th place. Should have finished third, but I
shit.
couldn't get off that fucking wall in time.
Oh shit, after the guy hit you, it took you up into the wall, didn't it?
Fuck it.
After I hit that guy and he hit you down, you still got first place.
I had run those fucking slow ass 48s. I should have had that 47.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully he don't pull no shit like that next time.
I brushed off of him. It slowed me down on that lap, but I got that 48.
I was gonna say, you better watch out on takeoff. He might be a little mad.
Man, he's in second. He can't be mad at
I'm
me.
in third.
I ain't
Me and
do
you's on
shit
the
to him.
inside. He's on the outside. So maybe he'll mind himself. If not, I'll put him in the wall again. I don't mind.
No, I'll tell you what's gonna happen. If he got a fucking problem, what's gonna happen? He's gonna come down. I'm already took off. He gonna meet you on that fucking bottom lane. It's gonna
He
be.
can come get some. He gonna come get some, but he ain't gonna like what the return paper's gonna be.
You gonna get that fucking smack, man. Oh, did you say fuck? Chase Elliott, man. Fucking Richmond finished fucking second.
Yeah, I did see that. That was the the 8th race in a row. He's finished in second place, and Bill done that in 1981, and then ended up winning his next race after 8 in a row at second place.
Man, hell, fucking that boy might get fucking
Hopefully
Talladega. I'm telling you.
Where did he qualify at? Where did he qualify at in Dega yesterday?
I don't remember. I didn't
yesterday.
watch it on. That's on the for me. That's Speed Channel and Fox Sports 1.
Oh shit. Yeah, I got lucky. I just got my Time Warner cable back about 3 months ago, so I've been able to watch the past couple of races. Oh shit, every goddamn time the couch falling on me. And my books and shit stacked on the back of the couch and leaned back, motherfucker come crawling down me.
I miss when the races were just televised on fucking Fox, period. Fox News, Channel 8.
Fox and
Channel 5.
yeah, Channel 8 and CBS, not CBS, what the fuck was that other channel?
It was CBS.
Was it CBS? Yeah.
With the little eye thing. That's their emblem.
Uh-oh.
He's pissed off at you.
It'd be alright, he'll get over it.
You even pissed him off now. He said, I don't give a shit who wins the race, but it ain't gonna be you.
I don't know about all that. I think whoever that was come down and hit me. If he hit the black 28 car and then the black 28 car come down and hit me, he's still gonna finish second, third, fourth, 8th, possibly dead last if fucks on me enough.
Oh shit.
Come on, Mad Dog, come get your bike.
I just now hit fucking fourth.
Oh shit, yeah, I hit fourth about to try over there.
The fuck is this motherfucker doing? Trying to come down in the bottom lane like he runs shit.
I was gonna say that's the fucking peckerhead up top there. The one that no, that's that car the same color as yours. That fucking red and black car, red and black number 8 is like mine. I don't know where the fuck he went to.
See, back in the old games, man, fucking like 09 and hell, even inside line of 14, racing Talladega, everybody raced the top lane, mid lane, and top lane. But this one, it's a fight for that fucking bottom lane.
Oh yeah, I like running top lane. As long as I got somebody gonna stick out there with me, I'll ride top lane.
Well, the problem is you just can't get that speed on that top. Because back on NASCAR 14, the setup had to be where your fucking ass end was fucking to the floor. Oh shit.
Oh no, damn, he's running all over you on the outside there and spinning you the rest of the way around. Shithead thinks he's gonna get him win. Hopefully I can catch him back.
I don't know how the fuck that happened. I didn't even fucking hit the yellow like that. I brushed it, but I didn't fucking hit it.
I seen that. I seen you brush it. And it was coming back up track right nice, and the next time that fucking 8 car on the outside, what's his face there, got into you at Vike.
That's crazy.
We hit 24. Oh, you gonna run me up the wall like that, did we? I remember that shit.
I remember that shit. Oh, they announced, well, they didn't officially announce it yet, but NASCAR Heat 3.
When's this supposed to be coming out? About
September.
September?
It's probably gonna make a, it'll be, if everything goes right with it, it'll be a late release this year.
Okay.
They're supposed to be announcing the release date next month.
Hell yeah.
Next month or into June. Late May, early June. Mid-May, early
Hell
June,
yeah.
I mean. They're talking about, I hope they fucking advance that career mode. For your fucking money action.
Fucking paint schemes back.
I'd like to be able to fucking make my own.
Yeah.
Instead of just, I mean, you can make your own, but you can't at the same time. You can't just put them wherever the fuck you want to. And you can't customize certain pieces of the car. Like, I used to make, like, spoiler fucking different color, and then the splitter different color, and the fucking base color. And all that. And then you can go in there and also, like, make your own, like, take the shapes and shit. Kind of like a Call of Duty emblem. Take the shapes and, like, craft your own fucking sticker out of the shapes and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I wish they'd bring that back, but talking about another college football game coming out too. Finally, it ain't gonna be made by EA though. IMR games or whatever. It's supposed to be making, should be coming out in 2020.
Yeah.
It's a long ways away, but
Oh yeah.
it's nice to see that somebody's trying to fucking get it
Keep up
going
with
again.
college sports games.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hell, I used to like playing college hoops. That was a good game.
Yeah, I did too. I got a couple of the older games. I enjoyed the fuck out of those things for PS2 and PS1.
Yeah. Fucking. I just watched something on about that PS2 also. Fucking, apparently PS2 sold more consoles than any other console ever.
Mm-hmm.
They sold, I think, either 150 or 250 million fucking consoles. But they said the biggest reason.
Man.
Well, they said the
I got
biggest
three
reason
of
for
them,
it.
3 of the originals.
Well, they say the biggest reason why they sold so many was because it was fucking, back then, it was the only fucking DVD player that was cheap.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, you could get one. I think my dad paid right at $200 for my PlayStation 2. And with 2 controllers, didn't have a memory card, I don't think, with it. I had to buy memory cards separate.
Oh, I seen that too. That was the funny thing about it. You remember when you started it up, it showed like the little towers and shit? With the little...
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, those little towers, I never noticed it until I seen the YouTube video on it, but those towers, are what they mean is how many games that you've played that are on your memory card. Like how many different games you played. So you get more towers per game that you have saved.
Yeah. Now, the first memory card I had was 8 megabyte, and then they came out with this big-ass memory card at Walmart that was 32 gigabytes, I think it was. Maybe it's megabyte, I can't remember.
32, man.
That memory
Lucky
card...
you can't even download a 32 gigabyte game on PS4.
Yeah, the memory card I had, the 8 megabyte, was like, it was like the fucking 2 inches long, and the 32 megabyte or gigabyte, whatever it was.
That long
That
ass
son of a
one.
bitch was about, hell yeah, that motherfucker was about 3-4 inches long. That's the biggest fucking memory card I ever bought. But man, I bet you I could hold 35 games on that motherfucker or more.
Fuck, I motherfucking 32 gigabytes on PS2, man. That's fucking like 500 fucking games. Them motherfuckers, man.
Go, 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 go.
I've noticed with my 500 gig PlayStation 3 I got, man, I've downloaded like, me and my wife probably got 6 or 7 games apiece, and I've downloaded quite a few of hers, and then we got The Witcher, and both of us downloaded it. We can't download it anymore. We're going to have to buy one of those external 2 terabyte memory cards.
Oh, for the PS4?
Cause, yeah, for the PS4, excuse me, I said 3. Yeah, for the PS4, we're going to have to buy one of those 2 terabyte cards to stick it in the front side of the system because it won't hold any more games.
Good drive.
Well, that's what I
Witcher is one
did. I
big ass
got
fucking game.
I got the terabyte, and then I just bought that USB drive instead of replacing
Yeah.
the whole hard drive, so I can keep what I already have saved. Don't
Hell,
have to
you
re-download it
got
all.
like 3 fucking terabytes of memory.
I got fucking 5.
Hell yeah, you got enough to last you a fucking lifetime, dude.
I got fucking. I got so many games on there. Like I got probably. What I got? I think I got like 40 games downloaded, 30 games downloaded.
Holy shit, yeah, I was gonna say, plus my get downloaded games, and my wife don't have half of the download games I got. But, damn, I got 4 Resident Evils downloaded. I got The Witcher, NASCAR Heat 1 and 2, Monster Jam game, several other ones, and just ran out of memory. That Witcher, when I put it on there, it fucked my memory up just like it did my wife's.
Oh man, get the fuck out of here!
I think she had to delete 3 of her downloaded free download games, and to get The Witcher on there, I think she had to delete 3 of those.
The game's about fucking
That's,
over
that's
100
one big ass
gigabytes.
fucking download. I don't know if you've ever played The Witcher or not, but that's one. It takes about 3.5, 4 hours for that goddamn game to download.
Nah, I've never played The Witcher. I didn't really get into it like that.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. It's a lot better. She tried to get me to play Dragon Age. I couldn't never get into Dragon Age.
I don't even know
She
what
got
the
The
fuck
Witcher, and I
that
kind
is.
of got into that one. Dragon Age was for PS3. I got one for the PS4. I think I bought her that one a while back.
I'm running fucking 215 on that backstretch every fucking lap.
Hell yeah, I get up to about 210, 209, 210 out front.
I wish I knew that, because I wouldn't have made the fucking pass.
Outside, hold your line.
I would have got to the end, so fucking would have got right there,
Oh,
almost
yeah.
past both of you, and then fucking
Clear, clear.
fucked it all at the end. Once it got to the
Oh, hell
corner,
yeah.
I'd have to bump it up high.
Stay on the top.
Alright, I don't want this motherfucker to
I'm
win
gonna
this
make him
race.
think I'm gonna help him, and on the corner of this stretch, I'm gonna pull out and help you.
Stay high, stay high.
But
Hold your line.
you got a buddy down there anyhow.
Hold your line.
Hopefully I can get you passing too before I go. Let me know when you pass.
Oh yeah, I believe so. They starting to drop back. Just hang this outside line right now. I don't think they'll pull back up on us, but they might get close.
Whoa.
Yep, there he goes. He's gonna get close, but we'll get back around him down this stretch here and down for a trial. We'll hold a good line. We got him.
Go high. Hold your line.
He
I'm
ran
trying to
all
get-
over you.
you
He ran all
motherfucker.
over you.
I get fucked every single time.
Well, he's fucking
I was
anti-guy. I
trying,
figured
man.
he was gonna do that shit. That's the guy that hit me a while ago. It wasn't the 8 guy. It wasn't him that hit me. It was the 28.
Talking about that black and yellow fucker.
Yeah, that black and yellow car hit me on the backstretch, put me down on the apron a little bit.
Man, I had that motherfucker. I ran 218 down that back stretch the first time, and I was on him, and then the motherfucker decided he wanted to come down low, so I bumped him back up. I didn't bump him hard
Oh,
or nothing.
shit.
I just gave him a, like, you know, fucking get the fuck away from me kind of bump, or I put you in the wall.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then he came, then I should have just put him in the wall anyway, but then fucking he came back down and got off the draft again and hooked back up with that 8.
That old High Life gets a good time. He's a pretty good driver. High Life RCN.
Yeah, I've raced with him a few times. He's hit or miss sometimes for me though. Fucking sometimes he's alright, so other times he don't give a shit. He
Man,
just
fucking Ironhead Reaper 21, me and him get along good. If we ever get out front, man, we had guys bitching in Jarvis's lobby the other night. Man, if the 2-3 cars quit running together, somebody else will get a win.
I was
I'm
just
like,
never
you
fucking
think you gonna get me away
Jarvis
from
early.
Ironhead?
I
Yeah,
was
Jarvis
like,
is somewhat turned into a douche every once in a while. He'll run you down the track, do it on purpose.
Man, I raced Pocono with him earlier, man. He was being a bitch.
Yeah, he can be quite an asshole every once in a while. I like racing with Jarvis, but every once in a while he can be a little fucking douchebag.
Alright, he's sitting there cussing me out because I got a faster car than him in the turn 1 on Pocono. He's like, "Hey, you fucking running me all over the goddamn track, motherfucker. I'm a fucking, what the fuck is that?" I said, "Bitch, I'm on the yellow line, and you're the motherfucker sitting here trying to go up and down, and you about hit the fucking wall coming off turn 1
Oh,
every
man.
fucking time."
Hell yeah, it was funny the other night. You was talking about Jarvis. It was funny the other night when I was talking about making him and his buddies cry. They was talking about, we catching y'all. I said, Jarvis, I said, you're 4 point something behind us. I said, by the end of this race, you'll be over 5 seconds behind us. Next thing I know, motherfucker's car started drifting backwards. Me and Ironhead Reaper won it by about 5.5 seconds. I said, I told you, I'm catching y'all guys. I'm catching. I said, you won't be catching long. Me and Ironhead Reaper up here running 47.2s, 47.3s, and 47.1s. I said, there ain't no chance in hell you was that zero grill tape catching us.
Sitting there, man, I tell you, that boy.
If he's close enough and get the draft, yeah, he'll catch up. But if he ain't close enough and got no draft, he's pretty much screwed.
I'll tell you what's a fucking shitty lobby. You get fucking Mike, Jarvis, and fucking LSU all in the same fucking lobby. That is the worst fucking lobby you can be in.
No, I like running with LSU. I don't like running with Mike. Mike tends to wiggle back and forth a whole lot. Now, I get hooked up with LSU, we win a bunch of races.
Jarvis bitches a lot, so I don't like racing
Yeah,
with
he
Jarvis because he bitches a lot. I don't like racing with Mike because he starts a lot of fucking shit and talks behind his fucking back all the fucking time. And then he's just fucking shady as hell. And then he fucking
Yeah.
traded off fucking people's setups in a fucking community, which was fucking not right of him to do that at all. I forget whose fucking
Who did?
setup he traded off. Fucking Mike. This boy, shit, who gave him the setup? Somebody gave him a fucking setup for Atlanta. He fucking traded it off. He said, "Don't share this setup with
What
nobody," but
Broom was
I'm...
it?
Let's go get it.
Huh?
Outside, hold your line.
Wasn't Moore Broom, was it? W Broom?
Actually, I think it was W. Broom, the older guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
W Broom probably,
It's-
because W Broom's always told me not to share his setup, and I don't.
Hey, it's fucking
Now,
W. Broom
LSU
off
gave me a
Atlanta.
setup, and then I went in and reworked a bunch of shit, and got mine running better than LS's, and me and Ironhead run together now, but,
I can't get fucking
Yeah.
LSU to give me his Talladega setup to save my fucking life. He won't give it to
Shit.
me.
he gave me his basic numbers, and then I went and changed a couple of things to where it handles pretty well out front or behind another car pushing it. It don't matter which one we're doing, it just,
He told me, he said,
I'm be,
He said, your drunk ass is fast enough already. I ain't giving you shit. I said, come on, LSU. He won't give it to me, though. I said, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I don't need it. I'd like to have it. I don't need it. I run just fine with this fucking setup that I fucking fucked around with.
Hell yeah.
It took me a long time to get it to where I fucking... Not for speed-wise. I can't get third gear to fucking pick up to save my life, but...
No.
I got the fucking handling down where I can hold the fucking car straight drunk, so... That's all that matters. But fucking... I don't like running with Mike, though. He does that stupid shit, man. He fucking starts all that bullshit. And then he fucking trades off people's setup. Like, I don't think that's right. If somebody doesn't want you, if somebody's gonna give you their setup, and they tell you, hey, don't share this setup with nobody, don't fucking put it in a fucking community for everybody to see it.
Exactly.
You don't know.
I don't never send guys the screenshots. I'll call out my numbers to them. If they take the screenshot and put it up, only thing I tell them is you tell everybody you kicked their ass, you tell them who you got set up from.
See, I don't care, man.
I said, you ain't got to tell them the numbers or nothing. I said, but if you whoop somebody's ass in the race, you let them know who you got those numbers from.
I put all my truck setups and stuff on YouTube and stuff like that for everybody to get. I don't put none of my I ain't putting none of my Monster Energy setups up there yet. I plan on putting my Talladega setup up there just because, but... I'm not sure if I'm even do that yet. I put some of my iRacing stuff up there too, but I try not to put too much iRacing stuff up on there because I don't want people to get into fucking some of the money leaks that I get into and start fucking beating me. Plus, a lot of my iRacing setups are... I've been racing iRacing since 2012.
Oh shit.
So I got fucking... I've been with the same team owner since 2013. And I won the championship off that, and I decided I was going to keep on, you know, racing with him. And he comes up with all the setups and stuff for his drivers to use. So I try. I'm not going to hand his setups out for fucking nothing. Now.
It ought to be a good lap time, man. We got a 47.600 the last time. This ought to be a 47.3, 47 something other.
I can only hope. I'll take that W.
47.49 something.
What did I do? Start out P1? I think I started P1 off that one.
I think so, yeah. I wiggled Troy's ass up out my fucking lap, little son of a bitch.
You ought to have fucking P1 this time around. P2, if you got P1, P2, you're running quick. P2 usually always takes a faster lap than P1. You get so much more speed off of it. Which doesn't make no sense because in P1 and 2, then you go try to make that P2 move on the outside, and you just can't never fucking get it to go. I think that's what I mean. Honestly, I think what they did on this game was for super speedways and stuff. But even, I mean, not even that. Even on fucking short tracks and shit, you get side by side, the fucking guy, whoever's in first place, is gonna win that bitch. It's like they made the game so if you're not drafted, you ain't winning. Which is kind of realistic, but not really at the same time. Hell, I went to the Richmond race last weekend, and I was down in the pits. I was looking at old Chase Elliott's car in the garage, and they had the hood up, and I was trying to fucking video record under the hood, and they fucking kicked me out. Told me, they said no photography under the hood. I said, why the fuck not? They said, we don't let nobody see under the hood. I said, why the hell not? What's the fucking big deal? You scared? Scared somebody's gonna fucking take a race car and fucking build that motherfucker? And come steal your fucking job or some shit? Like, just cause I can see the outside of the motor, that don't mean I can see the insides of it. That inside plays B-roll. C2, P2, oh, you got P3 at 20, took P1. Ran low 47, so that's what I like to see. I preach on that. If you ain't running fucking low 47s, high 46s, you ain't fast. Either that or you just ain't in a fast lobby. Fucking high life. Oh, shit. Who else is in here? If that fucking 8 car though, that fucking Vike guy, he wrecks me one more fucking time, he's getting booted.
Oh yeah.
I only let him stay in here because he's fast. If he had a slow
I
car and he
started
was
up a
fucking
truck
wrecking
lobby
us, I
with
would have
my
got him
buddy.
out.
I got me all my setups now for all the tracks on every series, and I started up a trucks lobby with nobody joining, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try with them to something else.
I'm trying to, debating if I'm trying to make a league on here. I'm trying to get a Friday and Saturday league started, fucking race 2 races.
I used to race 1 or 2 of them, but it just gets so goddamn aggravating with the scheduling and stuff. Sometimes I can't make it, sometimes I can.
Well, the schedules, how I'm trying to set it up, I need to get a co-owner for it and everything too, but I need a, I'm thinking trying to race either Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, race, you know, a track every, for those 2 days, get 2 tracks out, 36, you know, cut down the season in half from 36 races.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
get
would do them again. Right now my wife's working, and she's working like swing shift hours. She starts 1 week and will work night shift, start next week, work day shifts, and works weekends too, so it's kind of hard for me to know what kind of scheduling I'm gonna have, but she
Motherfucker.
don't know herself for a week ahead of time.
Alright, you know who drives that black and yellow car? You know his name?
28 car?
Yeah.
Oh god, no, but I probably won't be long before I'll find out, because I need running in about 3rd or 4th place.
No, he's fucking back behind me. I'm in 7th. He just wrecked fucking everybody behind you. Anybody that wasn't in the top fucking 3 got wrecked.
Oh shit.
Top 4. I didn't figure out who the fuck he is. I'm pretty sure the name comes up above the car.
It does, it's right above the car, yeah.
So I'm gonna try to pull around here, see if I can get up with him. I'm gonna pull up and figure out who the fuck he is.
Whoever about 5th place back, or 4th place back, they just wrecked the hell out of one another. I think it was,
Is it that blue car?
Man. I don't know who it was. Somebody riding the fucking apron just slammed up into the other guys.
Yeah. Start getting names, start playing the lobby stuff. You know I don't play with that shit. My lobbies stay clean. Alright, who the fuck is this? What's your name? You're in 4th place.
Mike McCabe, 36.
No, it ain't him, it's the dude. It's the dude that's in 6th place.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Shit, what car got fucking out coming off
it's
that
gonna
turn?
be that Troy dude.
Oh, yeah, I believe that's the guy's name that's driving that car. It's Troy something.
They right behind me now.
Black and gold, black and yellow looking car. That's the Troy. I'm trying to remember his name. Whenever you mentioned it, I remember it. That's his name. He's one
Yep.
been door checking you up into the wall and pushing me down the track or pushing me up out the damn way.
Yeah, he's gonna be booted. I went from 7th to 4th.
Oh man, dude, the red and black 8 car like mine just spun around and hit the guy on the outside lane, that Dave Wilson. So you tried that outside valve, but it didn't work out too good for you.
Man, we just hit 212 on the back stretch. 3 long. It should be a pretty quick lap then.
Trying to slip up on the outside of me, I dropped it down into 3rd gear and pulled it back on him on the stretch. It's a good thing about having a tall 3rd gear. You can drop it back into 3rd, you're running 195, and you'll jump from 195 back up to 200 in about a split second.
So that's how my 3rd gear is, man. Anything under 200, I can drop it back in. I tried not to do it anything over
Yeah.
195 though, but
Yeah. If you already running 200, it's best just leave it in fourth gear and go on. If you're running about 195, drop it down into third gear, it'll jump back up from 195 to damn 200 and just like pow, gone.
yeah, I'm gonna try. I try to get fucking stuff like that to go down, but sometimes you just can't make it fucking work out like that because you get down to a point where you fucking side by side at fucking 203 and
Yeah.
you
Or if
drop
that
down
car's
third,
leaning
you
on you a
fucking
little
hook gone.
bit, if that car's leaning on you a little bit, that throttle, don't drop her down in third because she's gonna slow down instead of speed up.
That's usually how it works. And I got P3 off that. I dropped down to 7th and came back to 3rd, so I'm happy with that.
Hell yeah. I don't know who the guy
Alright.
was on the inside there, but he spun and come up into somebody, he hit the butter and spun her out. I think it was the guy that finished behind me, that A. Wilson, he came up into. And then he kept going and got second out of it. Yeah,
So
that
who-
fucking dude, that Troy, whatever his name was, he was being a butt.
Who was up there racing like a dickhead?
Which one you talking about?
I'm
Up
assuming
in the
it's...
front of the pack.
Yeah.
I couldn't see his car. He's so far back, I couldn't see his car, but damn it, he's going down into turn 2 there and just wrecked about 3 or 4 people, just pulled up on him and hit him from the apron.
That's fine though, because he does it again, he gone.
Yeah. I couldn't see it. Like I
Man, I
said, they
kicked
was
that
down far behind me. I couldn't see who the hell the fella was that hit the other guys.
I kicked that fucking Troy dude out, and he was P1. I don't know how the fuck he got P1.
Damn if I know.
He was running behind me though, so that's probably why.
Most likely.
Hell, I'd probably get shot if I told anybody else this, but I've been drinking my fucking beer, man. I've been drinking that shit, not cold, but not hot.
Yeah.
Kind of room temperature. Man, that shit fucks you up a lot faster.
Well,
It goes down a lot easier.
I used to buy the Budweiser Platinum they came out with, and I leave them sitting in the bed of my truck in 89-degree weather. Hell, they was cooler hot than it was cold. Bud Platinum, I think they were what, about 5.8 alcohol? I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
No, they was 6.0. Yeah, them fucking alcohols are 6.0 to Bud Platinum. Boy, they'd sit in the back
What
of the
the
truck.
fuck are you doing?
I do not know. Boy, he pulled up the track and heard it.
Inside still there.
About that, they moved the same fucking thing, man. It slid up on the inside of it, put me up in the wall there, but I don't think it was
Still a car out there.
intentional, at least I hope not. Get up the side of it and he does it again, then I'll know. It won't be just a second, it'll be upside of his butt again.
Go high, go high. Still a car out there.
Shit, yeah, it just looks like he's racing like a freaking
The fuck are you doing, dude?
Inside.
Alright, motherfucker, you're gone.
Took out on the front of the pack. That's that A-Mood on the inside, that fucking black and silver 8 car.
A-mood?
Black and gray. Yeah, I believe that's A-Mood. Let me get back up here far enough I can catch you, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know now, because he's running 2 cars ahead of me.
Fucking, if it was A-mood, fucking A-mood gonna go, and that 88's gonna fucking go.
Wait a minute, I don't think it was A-Mood. Wait just a minute, let me get up here. Looks like he's running in front of High Life. His name might be Tommy Anton, or something like that.
Let's say, don't fucking say my name, it wasn't me.
No. This guy's name, he got the same, about the same name as Tommy Ankton. I'll get back up there, I'll find out who it was, because I remember what his car was colored kind of like Kevin Harvick's old GM Goodrich paint scheme was. I'm right behind High Life. We're going to be back to them guys in just a minute. This is the last lap. I know we'll get to it on this next last lap. We won't get to it in time. Oh yeah, goddamn, we already creeping up on them by, yeah, 1.8, 1.7. We could come home pretty fucking fast.
I know at least fucking. I know 2 cars for factor fucking going. It's gonna be that Piper dude and fucking 88. That Piper dude fucking he fucked up 2 times in one race. First fuck up was when fucking me and you were running that high line off the back, off the start. We had a good run and he fucking said he wanted to come straight up the fucking track. And then after that, motherfucker, I was pushing him the whole fucking way. I was like, well, fuck it, you know, I'll stay with him. You know, everybody makes fucking mistakes. He thought maybe he could run with the fast cars. And didn't realize that he was going to fucking slow us down like that. And next thing you know, motherfucker, I push him all the way back up in the first fucking place. Or in the second place. And then he fucking drops down behind first place. I'm like, dude, first place don't have a fucking draft partner. Just stay right there and I'll get you the first and get me the second.
Yeah.
Like said, you won't be a fucking greedy bitch, and I don't fucking play greedy motherfuckers. You still finish second place, you piece of shit.
I might be wrong. I don't think that was that Tommy Atone, whatever his name is. It wasn't him. It was fucking whoever driving that black and silver paint scheme looks kind of like Kevin Harvick's old Dion Goodrich paint scheme.
It don't make a difference. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, next race I think it was Amood though that slipped down the track and then slipped back up in there, buddy. Shit, I'm gonna check the fucking time. I gotta get up with the wife here tomorrow and go. It's 3:01. I gotta get up about 12 o'clock with the wife tomorrow and take her to her mom and dad's house. We've got to see them about 2 months. So it's time to go see them. That girl been busy with work, man. I tell you what, she got that job and they just fucking started her out as part-time for like the first couple of days, and then after that she's working, you know, almost 7 days a week. Housekeeping right now at the place she's working at, but I'm getting ready to send her to college for CNA, and then she's gonna go back for LPN and hopefully registered nurse for long.
I think it's funny as shit.
Good money, and then when I get my back fixed, man, I'm gonna go put in for application for Time Warner Cable. They start you out $17 an hour starting out, and after a year's time, if you work down on time, they bump you up $25 an hour.
Huh.
It's a lot of fun. That's more money. That would be more money than I've ever made in my life. I started
that's
out a job working $8
a month after taxes.
All the way up to 10. That's how much?
$3,000 a month after taxes.
Yeah, hell, I don't doubt it, man. That's a lot of damn, especially if they pay it every week. You'd be making, goddamn, Jesus, $25 an hour. You working 10, 12-hour days, you'd be rolling in the money.
You're making almost, shit, almost $1,000 a week.
Yeah. Now, I think the way they do it, they have one team that works 3 days, and they have another team that works 4. And most of the time, the ones that work 4 days are off on the weekends.
If you think
the
about
other guys are pulling the weekends.
You work $25 an hour, 40 hours a week. That's $1,000 a week before taxes. But you gotta remember taxes. So $4,000 a month, and then you're gonna lose about $1,000 a month out of your taxes.
Yeah.
So you gonna
really
shit $3,000 though. Shit, you think about it though. You got $3,000 a month for 12 months. Man, that's fucking almost 40 grand a year. That ain't bad.
Yeah. Damn good money. I was making about that much. I was pulling 7-day weeks, working 12 hours a day, and getting overtime on Saturday and double on Sunday, and working 12 hours a day.
Shit, you work a fucking.
Rolling in the money.
Work a Time Warner, man. You work the weekend.
And after taxes, I wasn't bringing home about $984 to $994.
See, when I was working at a Ford dealership, I was making probably about $1,500 a week. It wasn't bad, but sometimes I make closer to. Oh fuck, Chase.
Damn it! I slipped up into that wall. Sorry, man. God, dang
That's alright. It ain't that big a deal. We'll get back.
Yeah, shit. I'm gonna slip back here and have to get a lap time anyhow. How far back are you behind me?
Damn, you go.
Do that on purpose?
I'm gonna sit down here and drink beer.
Oh, okay. Alright, go for it.
You know how it works.
Yep. Mr. Damn, it was, what the hell was it? Coach, Mr. Coach Klein, I guess that's his name. That was one of the coaches from back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, Coach Klein.
Well, who did he coach for? I can't even remember now.
I forget.
Remember her name. I remember her name, but I don't remember who he coached for. I know Dean Smith and them was from Carolina, and then old Rescue, whatever his fucking name is, Duke's coach, ain't it?
Fucking Coach Klein, man, fuck. That's not a real coach though. It was a fiction.
Coach from one of the movies.
Yeah, you know what? Waterboy, Coach Klein.
Yeah, yeah.
For the Mud Dogs.
I remember that fucking name from somewhere. Yeah. I knew he was a coach. Yeah, Coach Klein was the Waterboys coach.
Hey, that shit was funny as fuck. I watched that the other day, man.
I haven't watched that in a good long time.
I watched it. You watch on YouTube.
Dude, oh shit. Oh hell yeah, I've got it on DVD, but DVD's got a scratch or two in it. About halfway through it, it'll hang up. You have to fast forward it. And when it gets to that certain part, you have to fast forward and skip over that scratch.
I got the motherfucker on VHS, but I ain't got no VHS tape player.
Oh man, the only one I got left, the only one that hasn't blown up on me is a fucking Sony from about 1989. It's the only VHS player, the rest of them's gone. Some bitch blowed up 3 years ago.
I think, man, honestly, man, people are making all these retro fucking throwback shit, man. We need to bring the VHS tape back.
Hell yeah, man, bring back the VHS
Remember fucking,
tape.
man, fucking Blockbuster, dude.
I got a whole fucking cabinet full, and then 2 or 3 cabinet fulls in my bedroom of VHS tapes, and I only got one sister to watch them on.
I used to fucking, man, fucking Blockbuster, dude. Fucking, I got so pissed off at one point that fucking people weren't fucking rewinding tapes.
Oh hell yeah, they bring that some bitches back, and you still charge them $2 or something. The motherfucker still wouldn't rewind them.
Yeah. And at that point, man, I just got to the point where I just started fucking renting a bunch of fucking tapes at one fucking time from. I said, you motherfuckers ain't gonna rewind the fucking tape for me, and the people that are fucking renting them ain't fucking rewinding them, so I'm just gonna start fucking keeping them.
Hell yeah, shit. I had to go pay Blockbuster back, which I'm glad I did, because it wasn't but a few months later and Bastard shut down, man. I'd have had that fucking shit on my record forever, I reckon, but yeah.
No, and that's the thing, if a company...
My divorced my ex-wife, she kept those movies that we had rented for Blockbuster.
If you owe a company money, like say you owe your insurance company money or a hospital money or something, and that hospital or company shut down, no, you ain't fucking
Shit
titled.
stays on your record, don't it?
Nope, you won't have to pay them. Debts are cleared.
Shit. Fuck, if they shut down, it clears your debt up. I did not fucking know that. It's good to know.
Now you gotta be careful with that though, because just because that one, hospitals like Bon Secure, man, Bon Secure got so many fucking hospitals. Just because one shut down don't mean the company went bankrupt.
Yep.
So you gotta be careful with that. If they still exist, then yeah, you still gonna owe them. But like Blockbuster, they shut down everything, so it don't matter.
Yeah, they did. Like fucking oh shit, there was a big ass company that used to Circuit City. Circuit City used to. And they shut all the Circuit Cities down, so I don't think there's even one running anymore, except for I think there's a couple in Canada.
Hell, I'm waiting for fucking Sears to shut down. I got all them fucking Craftsman tools, fucking lease and loans from them. I'm waiting for them motherfuckers to shut down.
The one at Asheboro, where I live at here in North Carolina, they just shut it down about 5 or 6 years ago.
Shit, they shut down about
Maybe
fucking
less
8.
time than that.
They shut down. We only got one Sears left. They shut down about 6 or 7 of them.
Shit, yeah, they closed the one down at Asheboro Mall where I live at. It's been down for several years now, probably 2 years. Maybe it may have been 5, but I think it's about more or less about 2-3 years.
Well, the only reason why we got this last Sears left is because the Sears that's left over is at a mall. It's at a mall that fucking don't get no. I mean, nobody goes fucking there. I mean, literally the whole mall, you got maybe only like 6 or 7, maybe 8 or 9 fucking stores in the whole fucking mall. The other fucking 50 fucking rooms in that bitch are fucking locked down.
Do you remember those fucking socket wrenches they came out with a few years ago where you slide that little black piece back and it's chrome around the inside of it, it's plastic, and then got teeth on the inside of it that grip the bolt? It's supposed to take out any type of bolt, rounded, just completely round. You know, it's supposed to bite down into it.
You talking about you talking about the ones that you screw it on over top of the bolt?
No, it don't screw on. It's just got a thing, that little black slip on the outside of it. You slip that back, and it's got teeth in it. When you let go of it, it lets the teeth bite in. When you start turning it, it puts pressure on it, makes them bite real hard. I bought a fucking set of those, paid $25 or something for them bastards. Got them home, tried to pull the header bolt out of my truck because it swore it would do anything. I got to turn it on that fucking header bolt, and it broke 3 of them motherfuckers before I got that bastard out.
You gotta remember them fucking head bolts, dude. Them motherfuckers are at like 100. They torqued that motherfuckers down to about 160.
Yeah. I tried a fucking torque wrench and break them loose, and the torque wrench ended up rounding it off because it was stuck in there. It had got heat and water in it. And I even heated the bastard up. I cranked the motor and let it run for about 30 minutes till it got up to 190 degrees.
Shit,
Then tried to back it out, before it rounded off. Now I got a grinder. I got me a 3-inch extended grinder and trying to grind the tip off of it so I can get the header off. That's the last bolt I got to get out.
I'm running down the fucking yellow right now.
Oh shit. God damn, boy, you sure as fuck are. I'm going up trying a little bit below outside.
I'm waiting for that motherfucker to give me some space. I'll let off and everything else.
Well, he wasn't giving shit up, was he?
Hell no.
The fucking dude in the cream colored car wasn't giving a damn thing up. He said,
I didn't even mean to go down there in the first fucking place, but hell, I even let off. I would have kept going. I would have fucking went around y'all.
Hell yeah.
All the way to that corner, but then I would have been fucked at the corner. I would have wrecked all 3 of y'all.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try to make a move
figure out
up
what
in
the
here.
Billy Hoyle here was doing. I didn't know what the fuck going on. Look at that fucking fast-ass white and black 8 car on the outside and the inside. Mike Dallas done hit on something there.
I'm stuck in between.
Stuck in the middle with you. A place I don't want to be. Oh, whoa, pardon the Red Sea. Oh, there comes the black and Red Sea up on my ass. I made it through.
Motherfucker, man, he can't fucking hold a straight line. We got to the point where he can't start coming up on me, so I bumped him back down. Told him to get the fuck away from me. I was gonna run that fucking white dotted line all the way around the turn. I was gonna put the fucking center of the car right on that motherfucker.
I heard a little move, bitch. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. She's
Yeah,
playing in my head there for a
man.
minute.
Man, motherfucker need to get the fuck out the way, I tell you what. That's ridiculous, dude. He can't, you seen him go all the way up the track in front of the white car, then all the way back down. That's when he fucked himself. He could have just stayed on the bottom of the line, but no, he had to fucking do all that showboating shit for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
And it just didn't make no fucking sense.
Fucking ding-dong.
The only person that was probably gonna get fucked.
Some people just can't control themselves.
Well, the fucking only person that would have got fucked in that situation, if anybody, would have been that white car, and the only way he would have got fucked is if he would have came. He couldn't hold that fucking very top lane.
Yeah.
That ain't that hard.
Going pretty good on the outside lane. There's that damn 77 on the inside, buddy. That motherfucker fucked everybody's world up.
I just kept on fucking going.
Yeah, I made it through. That Bible Hoyle, whatever his name is, made it out. The Billy Hoyle made it out in front of me. You're still out front, and I'm in third. The rest of these guys like 10, 15 seconds behind us.
So really, the only fucking 2 people that got fucked off of that was fucking P1 and 2.
Yeah, the white and black car, and then the fucking 77 on the inside. I just wonder if I wasn't more fucked than what I was, because they both of them pitched me. I was pitched in between the white car and the wall. Or pitched between the wall of the white car and the 77, and then finally they let go of me and turned me loose, and I was able to take 1.6 or 1 point something of it off of second place.
There it is right there, the fucking 77. Oh, Mike Dallas came back to get his fucking lobby back. He ain't getting it back.
Mike Dallas was the one running it, wasn't he?
Nah.
I thought I remembered that name from a little bit earlier.
Yep, he run that teal, bluish turquoise teal looking 8 car.
Yeah, that one there looked white as shit. That one there looked white and black. I may be wrong about my color. I am colorblind, so some colors.
He might have changed it. He could have came out and fucking changed his car and came back.
I'm colorblind as fuck, man. I went to the doctor a couple years ago. My mom asked me, she said, "You used to know your colors, didn't you?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I used to know all my colors." It embarrassed me one day. I'm riding with my boss man down the damn road, and I see this two-tone truck that's about the same color as mine. And I said, hey, man, I said, look at that truck there. I said, it's two-tone green like mine. He said, that's two-tone brown. I said, oh, fuck. He said, you don't know your colors? I said, I used to. I said, I can't tell you what's the matter. I said, I ain't been to an eye doctor in years. And then about 2 years ago, I went to eye doctor, and somebody said I was colorblind. I had trouble seeing reds, blues, and greens.
Those are the fucking three most fucking important colors.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, I thought that brown, it looked just like in my eyes, it looked just like my two-tone green Ford truck. Mine thunder green and seafoam green, and that was a really, like a light colored tan and a dark colored brown, and it's almost similar, but I guess if they parked side by side, I could tell the difference, but seeing it out on the road by itself, yeah, I thought it was two-tone green. And my boss man embarrassed me when he said something about, that fucking truck's brown, boy. What are you?
Hell, do you know what color your truck is? Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I color-coded mine a long time ago. Back when I was about 16 years old, I color-coded my truck.
Motherfucker said, my truck two-tone green, motherfucker two-tone blue.
Yeah,
you drive the motherfucker every day, you don't know what color it is, son?
Yeah, I've had people tell me that before. Hell, he said, you don't know your colors? I'm like, God damn it, look, here. I'm like, there's something wrong. I told the one dude, I said, there's something wrong. I said, used to, I knew every goddamn one of my colors. Could tell you what color was which. I said, but here lately, I said, I've been having troubles with a lot of, like a red and a burgundy to me look the same. A real dark red and a real dark burgundy look very, very much alike in my eyes. Everybody else can tell the difference.
Man, that was a big thing, man. I'm a Redskins fan, so everybody's like, oh, fucking Redskins, burgundy and gold. I said, motherfucker, they red and yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
They look red and yellow.
As far as I remember, it looks red and yellow to me. It's like a real dark red, real bright yellow.
That's all I got out of it. I ain't colorblind, but shit, I just like fucking common sense, man. Oh shit, I forgot. This fucking 77's gonna be pissed off. He does know if he wrecks me, you're getting kicked. So, you can fuck off. I'm running way fucking low.
Hell yeah.
I was hugging that motherfucker.
I'm right behind you now. I'll be pulling away from him a little bit. I don't know how far we'll actually get on him.
I don't know, once I hit fourth gear, I should be alright. I'm gonna just stay in third around this corner.
Alright.
I think that's my biggest mistake that I always make is I try to go in the fourth around that corner once I hit 200 at the end of the back stretch. But I'm gonna lose speed anyway, so I might as well just keep it in third.
Yeah.
I'm hit fourth. Start making a run. That's my fault back there all that front. I should have stayed low. Now I moved up into the middle.
I remember that cat car from last night. That's old Cody. Good clean Russian most of the time. Somebody gets into it, they might talk about it. Other than that, it's pretty clean.
Inside, clear.
Highlights, I believe that was Highlight's car there behind me. That three car was a little bit slow in there. Back stretch there.
Inside, good drive off here. Clear, clear.
Highlight's going to do here. Whoa, get a little slow myself. Back up the track, pepperheads. Your ass is alright, 77, you fucking dickless son of a bitch.
There ain't no way in hell I'm winning this one.
Well, I tried to light my smoke on takeoff, and I'm gonna sit back here and light the smoke. Is this the last lap? No, I need one more after this one.
Outside, still there. Outside. All clear. Outside, real tight.
77.
Clear, clear.
He tried to do to me what I did to him. Split that fucking white line. It didn't work for him. It didn't fuck me either, so. That you sitting in turn 3?
Yeah, that was me. I was waiting on this 77 to get across the line, but I was hoping to stay out in front of it so I could cross where everybody else did. I wasn't paying attention to the times. I was listening to you talk, but paying attention to the times because I was gonna fuck with him after the race was over with.
Man,
Now,
fucking,
you
I
know,
don't
like
know.
y'all guys get around me.
I don't know what happened to that fucking green car, Cody. He just fucking front stretch. He just let off, and I took second.
Well, Cody, a lot of times will give you a spot back. If he ends up fucking you up, he'll give you a spot back. You get down towards the line, he'll slow up and let you go back around and get your spot.
He didn't really fuck me up.
Like I
So.
said, he's a good clean racer. He's a good clean racer. I've raced with him quite a bit. I thought about starting me up a truck series race with fucking all the setups on them. Trying that out. I hadn't never raced setups on the trucks, and I just got done with all of them. Then fucking chomping at the bit to go test them out, see how they're gonna do in the lobby.
Hey, I tell you what, a good fucking truck race, man, Dover. Surprisingly. Man, you fucking pinned the throttle all the way around that fucking track. Let off a little bit going into turn 1, but get right back in it halfway through.
I'm gonna suggest a player to you. I think I got Cody on there. Here it is. It's Cody, the guy, Cody 4263, ain't he?
Yeah. Uh-uh. What's going on, Cody?
What's up, Cody?
Is there?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. They ought to be able to hear me. I'm like half deaf in one fucking ear and can't hear out the other one, and my headset's on the ear that's the worst. And the other night there was a kid in our lobby. I can't remember, Cody, I believe, using that guy fucking just fucking squealing and screaming over the microphone. I had to kick him out of the lobby and the chat because he was busting everybody's eardrum. Man, there's several people fussing about that dude. No, it wasn't FL Buck. That was last night. It was the night before. We were running seems like a Bush Series race. And the guy got to yelling and bitching about people wrecking him, and he just wouldn't stop. I told him, I said, if you stop and race, you know, stop hollering in everybody's ear, I'll let you race, but he wouldn't fucking stop. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember his fucking name, but he wouldn't quit hollering in everybody's ear, so I said, fuck it, I gotta get rid of you, dude. Yeah, there's a guy last night being an asshole in our lobby, and I just sat there and canceled everybody's mic until I figured out who he was and kicked his ass out of the lobby. I told him, I said, man, you need to be quiet. I said, yeah, I said, you got one guy, got me wrecking one guy because you're talking, telling me that it's him.
I had a hell of a restart on that one.
Yeah,
Actually made that fucking corner. Man, I thought I was gonna win that last fucking race. Next thing you know, fucking Cody and that fucking 3-car fucking came out of nowhere. Motherfuckers. What, on the front stretch? Yeah. I was wondering, I was telling Chase, man, I was like, what the fuck he hit the brake for? I said,
Yeah,
fuck it, I'll take second.
If he fucks you up, he'll give you your place back or
No.
whatever. I said, he
Oh.
said, Tommy said you didn't fuck him up, so I was like, I don't know what the hell went on then.
I was thinking maybe that fucking 3-car, man. He
That
fast.
77 been fucking,
Actually, you know who? I think that 3-car's High Life, ain't it?
yeah, 3-car, yeah, that's High Life RC. RC, excuse me, I'll
Hey.
get to that back.
I'm sitting there thinking about why the fuck's that 3-car so fast, and I don't remember who the fuck it was.
Yeah. High Life got a good setup.
Who running the High Life right now?
Here comes that fucking 77 up here in the door bank.
Man, I pissed him the fuck off when I split him in that middle. He tried to pull that same bullshit on me last race. I could have fucking I probably would have fucking contested for first last race and wouldn't for him fucking trying to split the middle on me.
He just fucking, there on that next to last lap, before it started drafting with you, that somebody just shoved me up into the wall. I was like, oh, hell, I'll get you on the, I'm gonna try to get across the finish line before all y'all guys did that wasn't paying attention to the time, so I could fuck with him after the race. If I'd have another 50-some seconds to go around, I was just gonna sit there and beat bang on him while y'all under caution. I was gonna fuck with him.
I'll tell you what, mate, I love running these fucking heat/endurance races on Saturday nights, man. These little short 4-lappers on Talladega.
Like I said, man,
You just get a whole bunch more races out.
Yeah.
Get your fucking steps in. Hell, Eldor's alright on the truck. Oh shit. Somebody just got fucked.
No shit off that motherfucker this time.
That's why. I appreciate that 47-second lap time though.
That fucking nickel douche has door checked me in every fucking race I passed through in half races. I figure I'd let him know I don't appreciate this shit.
It's gonna be a fucking drag race down the back stretch with fucking 3-car. He's in fucking first right now. He can't get this bottom lane, so he's fucked. Oh shit.
Hopefully I got the message across to the aggravating son of a bitch, but if I didn't, maybe next time I'll try to keep rushing you in there with us.
Easy.
Man, that's about the 5th fucking time that son of a bitch has come down. He come up on the turn hard.
God damn it, boy.
Tommy up front. He come up and put me in the wall.
Man,
Right
check.
after that, he fucking run me down the track. He tried doing it again that time.
When y'all get done with your race, fucking check out that first and second fucking race time, man. That shit was close.
Shit, yeah, that shit was pretty damn.
326, 698 for a 326, 717. He got me by the fucking. That motherfucker, man, he got me by the fucking bumper. That was
What
it.
the fuck does this mean when it says, the following player added you to one of their groups, not attached 88?
You fucking piece.
Me, bitch boy.
Ain't gonna tell you, he said, you piece of shit.
Hey, thanks for that.
He probably don't fucking know who sent him a friend or party invite. Either that, he just ain't in the fucking mood. Hey, suggest him again. I'll send him one more.
Yep.
Yes. If you got a private party, I keep my parties private because I don't want a bunch of fucking dumbasses coming in here on my friends list that ain't even playing the fucking same game, fucking everything up, and I can't kick them out while I'm fucking racing. So it fucks everybody else up, and it ain't fair to y'all. By the fucking.
Yeah, if you get a suggestion, just actually somebody sending you an invite through the party leader. I sent him back a message. He said, "Hey, thanks for that," with a smile.
What was his name?
Uh,
Was it that Moochie?
Attached. Not yet. No, it's the fucking not attached. The guy not attached. 88 in the fucking 77.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
He
you
fucking
gonna
ran me down the track. That's the 5th or 6th time some bitch has done that. Just got tired of it.
Well, shit, we'll run him one more time, see what he does. He fucks.
Probably ain't going in well.
Well, don't fucking run him into the wall, but if he fucks with you, you get him back. I ain't mad that you got him back. You know, you made that choice on your own. I ain't pissed off about that. That's payback right there, but fucking, if he try to run you down the track or something again, just let me know, man. I'll fucking kick him right the fuck out.
You know how he done you? He fucking, I think, what's his name is there?
I'm streaming. Streaming it.
Streaming, yeah. He run you up, he pushed you up the track, right? In that first race? I went below the fucking yellow.
At first race, I
Did you
fucked
see
with
my
him.
car?
I split the
Did
middle
you see
with
my
him.
car below the yellow?
I wasn't nowhere near you.
Cody, I was gonna say Cody was riding behind us. Did my car go down below the yellow? 77 says my car went down below the yellow, so I don't know. I don't think it did.
I'll take your word for it over his though. So.
As far as I remember, I didn't go down below the yellow.
Outside, hold your line. Outside's clear.
Yeah, if I shift mine right at 9,500 or 80, if I shift mine at 8,500,
Try to hit it about
it's kinda slow.
95.
If I shift between 9,500 and 10,000 RPMs, it's gonna let you jump up and go.
I shipped him between 9,500 in the third, man, and fucking third gear sucks dick.
Outside. Clear all around.
Cody didn't know what I'm talking about, man. He right behind me when I fucking did it. Fucking car is fucking hauling ass. Next thing you know, fucking like you got a fucking blown fucking head gasket or something. Ain't got no fucking combustion going. Alright, 77. You're pissing me off. He's all over the fucking place. Alright, fuck it. I'm going up high.
I've been like that for the past couple of races, and then he fucking shift up high and run over me if I was up on the high side, and then he shift down low and run over me if I'm on the low side. So it just.
No, it don't matter. He gone anyway.
Easy, easy.
Don't worry, he gonna be gone.
That's me.
Hold your line. Inside still there.
I'm waiting for that fucking 77 and that fucking ugly ass 28 to fucking wreck into each other. But I'm up by the wall, so I'm in a bad spot, because that's exactly where the fuck you're gonna go as soon as it happens.
Inside, inside.
Figure out what to do. You want your guys up high. Ain't nobody going nowhere up high, and ain't nobody going nowhere on the bottom side. Running about equals here.
Shit, I'm trying to run first up from the middle lane, but I got this fucking guy trying to make a fucking move. You bitch. Who the fuck was that?
No, I don't know. There's 2-3 cars there, but RNC I think's in.
Who's in that black car?
77, that was your fault, Ace Monkey. You fucking hit the outside wall. Now I'm coming back up to push you, Cody. I just got to get. I was trying to get a run down on that turn, but I'm still here, bub. Can't get you around them there.
I find myself driving this car more like it's a fucking Sunday drive than fucking racing it.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a fucking Sunday cruise at 210 miles per hour.
Getting them down this back stretch, trying to pull down in front of them before they end of it.
Man, I'll tell you what sounds real good right now. Fucking steak and a baked potato. Loaded.
Oh shit. Stay that high line and I'll try to get you around this guy before the finish line.
Man, that might just be the fucking Bud Light talking, but shit, I'd love to have a steak and a loaded baked potato right now from Outback. The Texas Roadhouse, something.
You got there good.
God damn, man, I'm fucking starving.
You go, Cody. You win, buddy. Sirs.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna be right back. I'm not gonna leave the race or nothing. I gotta go get me something to eat real quick. You already know,
Bubba.
Bubba.
Starving like Marvin over there, buddy.
Hell yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I seen you start striking up the middle. I said, well, fuck, if he makes it, I'll probably make it too. I come on in there with you. We got around him. I finished third, but I'm happy with my third. I figured they would too coming through it. Yeah, I figured there's going to be a pile up. They held it down low, done good. But that 77, man, he eat that wall up on the outside, and they're probably going to be cussing me again here in a minute. What the fuck you pushed me into the wall for? It wasn't me. I got somebody with that shit one night. I said, I live by the fucking Shaggy motto. What you talking about? I said, the song, it wasn't me. Hit me coming off turn 3, wasn't me. First place, 47,963. Damn, looks like Dingleberry got my damn 5th place position starting position. Well, I got 4th last time. I believe it'd be alright. I believe it'd be alright if he'd fix that steering bias and keep him from going up the track so terrible. Oh, hell yeah. Especially if your drafting partner's doing the same thing. You're all both holding a good smooth line. The inside's sitting there wiggling back and forth. The outside's always going to be faster. Oh, hell yeah. Fucking, yeah, hell yeah. Man, old, fucking, damn, Grand Prix one taught me how to run the outside. He's like, man, just hang up here with me. He's like, we'll catch back up with me and him running 205 mile an hour lap times around the outside of the track. Just me and him by ourselves. We caught the leaders in about 2.5 laps past them and went on to win. It is. It's ADV and customs.
I'm back.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I get 205, 206 into the backstretch. That's when my drafting partner in AI mode was him running a couple hundred yards behind me.
Oh shit, I forgot to kick 77.
Oh shit.
That's alright, here we go. After he wrecks me this race, I already know it. Man, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Damn, is that him in the middle? Is that working her back and forth, back
You
and
see
forth?
that motherfucker? He bumping into Cody, now he's bumping into me, now he's spinning.
I
You
thought
just
it was
doing...
the 77 that got shifted.
Man,
up
Cody,
into
man,
the-
we minding our own goddamn business and this bitch is fucking all over the place. We gave him plenty of room, damn Cody about fucking tagging the wall. Gave him so much fucking room and I'm fucking going under the yellow trying to give him some more room.
Outside, real tight.
And he just couldn't fucking get his shit together.
Yeah.
Clear up top.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Two guys there getting ready to get together.
Outside.
The 88 got down on the bumper, and when he hit it, it shifted him up the track.
88's gone, fucking 77's gone.
Hell, I know what you mean. I got get my wife to see her mom and daddy. It's
'Cause I'm gonna make 'em-
37. I got to get to bed a little bit.
I'm gonna make this motherfucker think he gonna win the race. I'm gonna drop back down behind you.
I enjoyed the fuck out of doing that shit. Let somebody think you're gonna let them win, and then they say, no, you drop down from behind them.
Steady.
Oh shit, yeah, that sounds like a blast.
Hold your line. 2 laps left.
Yeah, that's I would enjoy watching my youngins play.
God
They
damn it.
don't-
Well, I hope you can win the race on your own, because I'm fucked.
I think I got it.
Maybe that 3-car fucking bump with you.
No, he gonna stay on the outside of that 28 car. Oh, and he just left him down low.
Alright, buddy.
Take care, buddy.
You know what? I'm gonna eat these crackers and drink this beer. I don't give a fuck. I tell you what, man, I killed them little circle fucking Ritz crackers.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's probably the best fucking thing I had in a long time. I like chips too, but fucking man, the chips, I don't know. I don't really like chips that much. I wish I could find them one chips again. I don't know what they were called, but they were they came in a black and purple bag, and they were called Southern Sweet Barbecue or some shit.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
With that, it was like a purple shriveled up pepper on the bag. I don't know what the fuck they were, but they were good as a bitch.
Was it made by that Uncle Ray's?
I don't know. But they
Uncle
were good.
Ray's makes some brand tender chip. Oh yeah, they are good. I like throwing them on like a ham sandwich or something. It adds a little extra flavor to it, man. It tastes
Oh, yeah.
pretty goddamn good. A buddy of mine taught me that shit when I was a lot younger. He's like, hey man, he's like, you ever eat a tater chip sandwich? Hell fucking no, what you talking about?
These motherfuckers ain't got no taste.
Uh-oh.
They supposed to have salt on them. Where the fuck is salt
Oh
at?
shit. It's like that fucking dude that used to do the commercial. Hey, where's the cream filling? I can't remember what they were, some kind of Hostess commercial or something like that, you know, because the fucking Twinkies have got the cream filling, and there's another type that they make that don't have no cream filling.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But Ho-Ho's don't have the cream filling in it. I think it's Ho-Ho's and Ho-Ho's don't have the cream fillings, and the fucking other ones do.
Man, I tell you what I love, man, Swiss rolls.
Oh hell yeah, I love Swiss rolls. I
Fucking
like
Swiss
Nutty Buddy
rolls.
bars. I love fucking Nutty Buddy bars.
I can't.
Butter and chocolate.
That motherfucker nasty as shit.
Oh shit, man, I love the fuck out of them busters. Ooh.
I like the fucking chocolate and peanut butter. I don't like the fucking wafer in the middle.
Oh shit, oh damn. I like it all, shit, man. I get me a fucking good cold glass of milk, sit down, and eat me 3 or 4 of them busters at one time. I thought you were diabetic. I'm sitting over there to pick on my wife all the time until I'm going into the diabetic coma. I'd be over there sitting on the couch, pass the fuck out, man. Old sugar run up on me. Ah, don't sleep.
Yeah.
Holy. And we always think about that because my grandma's type 2 diabetic, and she eats something, run her sugar up, man. She just passes. She goes to sleep. She don't like pass out. She just fall. Shit will, man. They make you fall fucking asleep in about 2.5 seconds. Goddamn sugar starts raising up. When it drops, it makes you feel tough, man. If that shit's getting high, man, that's the best sleeping you ever do in your life. Wake up feeling all kinds of refreshed. Like, goddamn, I done slept 4 or 5 hours. That had been 10 minutes. It puts you into some hard and some deep sleep mode, dude. It really does.
Man, that thing good as a bitch.
Race is going green. Hey, baby, let's go get it.
Oh fuck, that place down.
All clear. Still there, he's outside. All clear, all clear. Whoa.
That's who that fucking black and white car was.
Inside, he's on your bumper.
That motherfucker's right there.
Oh yeah, the mag or something other.
Mm-hmm. Watch out for that motherfucker. He can't drive.
Damn, he sure as shit beat me across the line last time, but I kind of beat myself on that deal too.
I swear you hit the fucking wall every fucking track. Every race.
Hell yeah. Yeah, if I get up so high enough, I ain't no steering that motherfucker back down, because I ain't running with an 8% steering. I'm running 8 times 100 on the steering deal. I guess it's 100 wheel lock and 8 on the other one, and it just ain't enough to pull you back down the track when you need to. But it's enough to hold it steady while you're racing.
I forget what I run. I think I run 0.125 or some shit.
Hey man, I'm gonna jump out of here. I just got an invite from High Life. I'm gonna jump out of here and go over to High Life shit, dude.
Alright,
See
buddy.
you no more tonight. I'll try to catch you tomorrow, buddy.
Alright, man.
I'm disconnecting right now. Here we go. We'll get out of the chat. I'll talk to you later, man. Good seeing you
Alright,
again,
brother.
Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Clear to go. Stay high, stay high. Hold and steady wheel. Go high, go high. Hold and steady wheel. One to go. You know you got. Still a car out there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Go high, go high. Still a car out there. Inside, he's on your bumper. Outstanding day, guys. Top five.
I'm gonna go play some MLB 18 The Show. Y'all be good.